Well, good evening. This is Joy Holt with the 18 WJTS News. This past Saturday at the Vincennes University Jasper campus, local legislators met with the public to hear questions and concerns from the local area. On hand was State Senator Mark Messmer and State Representatives Mike Braun and Lloyd Arnold. The meeting lasted about 2 hours, with the legislators hearing questions on everything from education reform with concern over the state funding for pre-K pilot programs to hearing on environmental concern for the southern Indiana area. Mark Messmer answered questions regarding broadband service for the areas of Perry and Spencer counties, citing that it would be beneficial if local power companies could run broadband along already established electric poles. Messmer discussed that there is a current bill that is up for voting and how it will allow the way for broadband in the area.
Senator Eric Cook has a bill that we heard in Utilities Committee last week. It'll be up for final passage on the floor this coming week. And what it'll allow is it'll allow the rural electric cooperatives. Currently, by law, they're only allowed to transmit electricity. They're not allowed to transmit data, which broadband would be considered data. And what the bill does is allows in their existing right-of-way, on their existing poles, nothing underground and nothing new, but on their existing right-of-ways and to serve their existing customers, as they upgrade and replace cable over time, they could put a dual-purpose cable in place, allow it to transmit electricity to their customers, and allow it to have broadband fiber data as well. And they may or may not be the service provider, but Du Bois REC, Southern Indiana REC, they could upgrade their wiring to have that dual purpose fiber in it, and then work with a company like Perry Spencer Communications, who already has all of the hardware, all the technology for that broadband service, to then work in conjunction with them to get that last unserved rural customer. That last mile is always the most expensive. It allows them to get that service to those customers at a very cost-effective way.
If you were not able to make it to the legislative breakfast on Saturday, 18 WJTS will re-air the whole meeting this Tuesday, February 28th at 1:30 Eastern Time and Thursday, March 2nd at 8 p.m. On Saturday evening, over 100 students, parents, and faculty of Heritage Hills came together for their third dance marathon for Riley Hospital. The gym was organized with fun in mind. The students had prepared stations with everything from ping pong tables to a bouncy house. Over the course of 6 hours, students heard testimonies from parents with Riley Hospital children. They participated in dodgeball and volleyball tournaments, with fellow students performing a choreographed dance while teachers and parents supplied them with pizza. Meg Johnson, an English teacher at the high school, was responsible for overseeing the night's activities, along with the help of fellow teachers and parents. Johnson, who is also the proud mother of a Riley child, shared with us how this fundraiser is fundamental in positively shaping young students.
This event allows our kids opportunities for leadership that I don't think we could probably allow them to have otherwise. We have so many students who are connected to Riley and connected to the cause that it just adds a certain level of specialness when the kids are able to support something, succeed, and know that they're giving back to a cause that they really believe in. So I'm so thankful. I'm part of a Riley family. My daughter had a heart surgery, and the majority of my students know that she had the heart surgery and know our story, so they buy into the cause. We love Riley, and we believe in supporting it. We have been sponsoring a dance marathon for 3 years now. This is just our third year, and we just keep upping our goal because it just keeps getting more and more successful. We have probably about 3 times as many kids as we've had, and we now have 5 faculty members that are helping instead of 2 from the first year. So it just keeps growing. The kids are really picking up a love and passion for it.
Along with the fun were some very serious issues. A group of mothers shared with the teenagers their stories of how Riley Hospital for Children had been involved in their own lives. Sally Martin, Shay King, along with Jennifer Chanley, shared their triumph and gratefulness for Riley Hospital while also expressing grief that not all children make it out of the hospital. They also focused on how meeting each other through their shared experiences had provided them the support of one another. Dalton Solfage, a student at Heritage Hills, shared what his favorite part of the evening was.
My favorite part is just all the people that came out to support it and how everyone's just having a good time.
To raise money, people could go online to the Riley's Kids link, and donate, or students paid to play games set up in the gym and participate in various tournaments. They could also bid on donated items at the silent auction. The students and event organizers received a pleasant surprise during the opening ceremony for the evening. Christney Elementary students had hoped to raise $500 for the dance marathon, and on Saturday night they were pleased to present a check for over $1,300, more than doubling their initial goal to the students at Heritage Hills. Heritage Hills' student goal this year was to raise over $12,000, and they did just that, with more than doubling what they raised the previous year, coming in with a total of $18,423. Riley Hospital opened in 1924 as the state's first hospital exclusively for children. 90 years later, Riley is home to the state's largest pediatric research program and is Indiana's only comprehensive children's hospital, with experts in every pediatric specialty, where physician scientists move their discoveries as quickly as possible to the bedsides of children. Children visit Riley more than 300 times each year. Every gift makes a difference. Last year, gifts of less than $1,000 added up to $2.5 million for Riley. If you would like more information on how to donate to Riley Hospital for Children, visit their website at rileykids.org and click on the Ways to Give tab. The cold weather arrived just in time for the Freezin' for a Reason 2017 Petersburg Polar Plunge, held this past weekend at Pride's Creek Park. To stay warm, the crowd enjoyed some dancing with tunes provided by our very own WBDC DJs Ty Hunter and Brian Beezer-Swank. Dancing was about the only thing to do to keep warm, with the wind chill at just above 20 degrees. This year's event brought out more than 120 plungers who showed up to brave the cool conditions and icy water. Altogether, the Petersburg Polar Plunge raised around $44,000, with individuals and teams more than doubling the previous year's amount. The last Polar Plunge of the year will be held next weekend on March 4th in Indianapolis at Eagle Creek. The Polar Plunge is a fundraising event that supports Special Olympics Indiana, a not-for-profit organization that provides year-round sports training and athletic competition in more than 20 Olympic-type sports for children and adults with intellectual disabilities, reaching more than 11,000 athletes across Indiana. Stay tuned. We'll be back with your weather summary and 5-day forecast.